Okay, hope you did your homework. Let's take a look at my solution to the problem of finding the best rated movie in the Movie Lens dataset using Hive. And like I said, the easy way to do this is to just substitute the count command with the average command to actually extract the average ratings based on the actual ratings that are coming back. So let's take a look at how that works. And I also did the extra credit part of that assignment where I actually restricted my results to movies that had more than 10 ratings. If you didn't do that, you're going to find that you have a bunch of 5-star movies at the top of your list that were only rated by one person. And that, that's not really, one person isn't really enough to say something meaningful about how good that movie is, right? So we're going to put a little bit of a filter on it. Let's just walk through this code. Again, it looks very, very similar to the previous example that we did where we just got the top, most popular, most rated movies. We're going to start by creating a view called average ratings this time. And I inserted the if not exists clause here because that way I can run this script more than once and get away with it. Otherwise, if I were to run this the first time, the average ratings view would exist and this would give me an error saying, hey, average ratings is already in there. What are you trying to do? So that just says, okay, if it's not there already, create it. Otherwise, don't do anything. So we're creating a view called average ratings, and it's going to be defined as the results of the following query. Select movie ID and the average of the rating fields. So this is different than count movie ID. We're doing average of ratings, and we're going to call that average rating. So that's going to be the name of the column. And we're also going to extract the count of movie IDs as well. So that's going to give us 3 columns in our view. One is movie ID, average rating, and rating count. And then we can use that in our next step to actually get the output that we want. So again, we're going to create this first view just from the ratings table, group it all together, reduce, if you will, by movie ID, and sort it in descending order by average rating. So this is going to give us, again, sorted by average rating in descending order, a view called average ratings with 3 columns, movie ID, average rating, which is the average of all the ratings for each movie ID, and rating count, which is the count of all the times that movie ID occurred. So now that we have this view called average ratings, we can query it. And what we're going to do is join that with the names table just like we did before, where the movie ID fields match up. And then we can just refer to n.title because we gave the names table an alias of n and the average rating, but only where the rating count is greater than 10. So what this is going to do is select any movies that had more than 10 ratings and print out the names sorted by average rating from that view. So let's go ahead and execute that and see what happens. Again, this will take a little bit of time, so I'm going to edit this video and come back when it's done. And there we have it. Oh, I never do understand the results of this data set. I just have to put myself in a 1990s mindset, I guess. Anyway, turns out that the people using Movie Lens back in the late 90s tended to be very, very big Wallace and Gromit fans. So that picture I put on the previous lecture was, I had a little bit of foreknowledge about the results here. So A Close Shave is actually a Wallace and Gromit film. The Wrong Trousers, another Wallace and Gromit film, both in the top 3. Schindler's List, I think that frequently comes up as one of the best movies of all time. Personally, I find it pretty depressing. I can't make it through it myself, but as far it's one of those movies where you feel like it's a good movie, but it's not a movie you really want to watch. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I used to work at IMDb, so I think about this stuff way too much. Casablanca, if I had to have a pick, I think that one makes more sense personally. Another Wallace and Gromit there. People just love Wallace and Gromit. Bizarre stuff. Shawshank Redemption, another depressing movie. Go figure. Rear Window, though, that's a good one. Recommend that one. So there you have it. Interesting results there. And hopefully you got the same results if you took on that extra credit assignment. Congratulations. And we'll see you in the next lecture.